It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso here at S3. Welcome back. Happy Friday. And let me introduce you to our musical guest for the morning. Now, Dante, an independent artist born and raised in Durban, but is now living in the mother city. He's an artist with a deep passion and affinity for writing, recording, and performing music. And his latest single, Pick It Up, comes out on the 5th of August on all major streaming platforms and is available for pre-order. I hope you get this. In fact, hold on. Here's a taste bud tantalizer. Take a listen to this.
You love me, oh, for all of my pretty and all of my ugly too. I love to see me from your point of view. I wanna trust me the way that you trust me, ooh, 'cause nobody ever loved me like you do. I'd love to see me from your point of view.
Okay, that's what we're dealing with today. So please welcome to the couch. It's Dante for the first time in the Feel Good Breakfast Show. Wowza, that voice.
Thank you so much. Hi, thank you for having me.
Welcome. Oh, no, it is amazing to have you. That is sure talent there. That is just inspiration.
Thank you so much.
But before we unpack the talent and inspiration, there's always that one moment in any artist's life where somebody says to you, you know, Dante, you should take this seriously. You've got a great voice. Who was that for you? In fact, how did that journey start where you took music seriously?
I mean, honestly, I think like my whole life I just sang so much and I used to irritate my sisters so much by singing around the house so loudly. So I think like for me, it was more out of spite that I just wanted to like annoy them most of the time, and then like it ended up turning into something a little bit more real where I just really started to love it. I think I'm just really grateful. I mean, everybody in my life is so super supportive of me singing and me performing. So I think less than one person, I just had a really great support system around me who just encouraged me to just do what I wanted to do.
That is great. And you know, everybody has to find a sound in the industry. You know, it's kind of, it's quite packed with a lot of artists. And you have to find your own sound. So, I mean, how did you go about finding who Dante was? I mean, sometimes you have to use other artists' work to say, hey, this is where I want to be, and then you start building your identity from there. What was that like for you?
I mean, I think like finding your sound is like it's like a constant journey. It's never like something that's just super set in stone. I think for me, I love pop. I love all forms of pop, like inspired pop, you know, pop that's inspired by country, pop that's inspired by punk, rock, and soul. I think for me, mainly, like I find a lot of inspiration in more soulful artists, you know, Aretha Franklin, Sam Smith, Adele, Cynthia Erivo, Celeste. Like I love soul, and I love how soul can influence pop in such an incredible way.
Wow. I mean, you just like all the heavyweights were mentioned there, just like boom, 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 boom. So that's going to be great. Also, it's going to be great to hear how the sound that kind of was molded into you and how you created the Dante out of it.
I hope it will come through.
Let's talk about the single, I believe. Is it called Run?
Run was the original single. That was what I released about 2 months ago, I think. Yeah, it's been amazing. It's been so great. I think coming out of COVID, it was super scary and just really nerve-wracking to like release something, because I mean, I was releasing covers for a while, and then I just decided, you know, it was time. I love writing. I'm always writing. So I was like, it's time to like put something out there. And that's what came up. My producer, Earvold, we worked on it together and released it. And it's been so much fun. It's such a fun track.
I can feel the happiness coming from you being in the industry, you know, and breaking in, because a lot of people don't get that opportunity. And I know that your song's already been on radio. What does that feel like? I want to know because you were in that studio, working with that pen and paper, trying to get the melodies right, the flows right, the production right, and now you hear it in radio. What's that first feeling like?
It was honestly, it was one of the craziest experiences of my entire life. I played on KFM for the first time, and that's when I heard it for the first time. So, I mean, I was sitting in my car, driving around at like 11 o'clock at night, and like my song came onto the radio, and I just sat there for like, I think like 30 seconds in just absolute shock, and then I just started hysterically crying. Like you've never seen somebody like cry like this in my entire life. I was just like, I don't know, and I called my mom and I was like, Mom, my song's on the radio, I don't know what's going on. Like this is like not real. I don't know, it was just, it was honestly one of the best feelings I've ever experienced in my entire life. Like it was really fulfilling and just was like, wow, like I made this, I put this out there, and like people are listening to this. I think that was the most surreal thing. Like people can actually hear what I'm.
Yeah.
It's actually really scary now that I'm saying it out loud, but people can like hear it.
You know, what I want to just give to you is the confidence to know that what you've developed and what you've brought to the table here, it's valued, it's appreciated. You belong in this industry, and I want to make sure that you feel that confidence, okay, when you chat to me. Because you know what? Music is very tough. These artists work so hard, and this is why I always say support vocals from the locals, because we need to lift this industry together. You and I, listening to music like Dante. There's a new single called Pick It Up coming out on the 5th of August, but if you're looking for a little bit of an exclusive, you may want to stick around to your Feel Good Breakfast Show with Dante.